Sometimes I get so excited for these teams that I get so excited for one team, and I should be the commentator. I shouldn't be rooting for a team. And like, as much as you shouldn't, like, when parents have like kids, you can never say to the kids which one is your favorite. But I feel like secretly there always is. And we got our boy How you doing, Dalaran? Hey, how you doing? Hope you're having a good one. I'm not trying to flirt with him, boys. Come on. Dalaran here, and here we got ourselves Eva. We got ourselves a Brand. We got a Brand in here. We got a Krager in here. We got ourselves Ovni Fawn Graph. Ovni. We call you Ovni. Gonna get interrupted by Dragoon on the bit of a frost damage. Just gonna go for a repoly, maybe? Let's see, he's gonna for a repoly. Now some Icy Veins rolling. Dragoon is gonna take a little bit of the shatters, though. Try to go for a fear, get interrupted by Ovni with the Ring of Frost right after. Is the Ring of Frost gonna give you better shatters, by the way? Or counter shatters? Mortal Call on the pet, as well as the mages are good. Trying to get some dots back into Ovni, who does get images rolling. Dragoon does go for a port, has a gateway if he ever needs to reset up to another position. Ovni taking a bit of damage though over there. He's taking a little bit of damage back here. That dot is burning him quite a bit. How much to go for Ice Block? Doesn't look like he was running the conduit that gives him healing from Ice Block. So he's actually going to go for Ice Block and then get out of it immediately. Doesn't run the shield either. He does not run the shield legendary to give him a defensive. So I am interested what kind of a defensive he is running. It looks like that is going to be his shield getting broken through. Where is his pet, by the way? Did his pet get nuked? Trying to door shadows over to the other side of the arena. Does escape Dragoon for a second. Is going to summon up a fierce new water elemental with Ring of Frost in case Dragoon walks up. It looks like that is going to be the Dark Lair walking up. Interrupting Dragoon on fire. Chaos Bolt is going to be set up, but that's going to be a poly. And he's going for a bit of shadows onto Dragoon, trying to make the damage happen here. And Dragoon does go for a port. Alter time available. Maybe the Dark Lair could rip the alter time off of him. That could be really bad. I think he actually did it. Chaos Bolt is actually almost making it, but the shimmers do keep Ovni alive. Drop down a frozen orb next to Dragoon. Oh, I'm swapping to the wrong person. It looks like it's actually going to be the mage down that quickly. I literally had to switch for a second, and then the mage fell over. Super unfortunate. I don't know what happened. He didn't run the shield Lego. That's a little rough out there for Frost Mages, man. I wonder if Frost Mages will ever be like really all that good anymore. Gonna be Dragoon though, just doing so many damage. Dropping down Infernal onto Eva. And Eva is going to go for that, a little bit of that mind games. Dragoon is going to go for a fear. Still getting harassed by Eva. Is healing a little bit for Eva, but he's just getting harassed by Eva right now. All that CC, trying to go for a stun from a distance, missing, unless there was Great Fate that stopped him. Or maybe just Eva ended up moving faster than Dragoon expected. As Eva poking around the corner, trying to go for a bit of a mind flay, getting interrupted into a Mortal Coil. Has Infernal still up, into a Chaos Bolt, and Infernal should still have the tables beefed up, I think. That's going to be big damage from one into the other. Oh my god, so low. Lived it by a hair. But he does need some counter pressure right now. Eva does have Greater Fate if he needs to. Vamp Embrace coming online. Should be able to get a lot of self heals with DPs and with all that single target damage. Also should be dotting the pet. Stun onto Dragoon should actually be really bad for him. Wait, does he go for the execute? Looks like Eva does take down Dragoon. That was a rough one. He got so low in health for a second. Sivo is going to be up next, opening up as a rogue, full Shadow Blades, and Eva does not have Disperse for it. Going to be another stun as Sivo should be able to take him out. The Viscera is back to back, the Spider's rolling in, Smoke Bomb dropping in as his calling card, just drops it in there, and then bails out. Who's up next? Because that was a lot going on. Dalaran going to be up next. Arms Warrior versus Sub-Rogue. Probably one of the worst matchups for a warrior to have versus a rogue, but maybe Dalaran might be able to overcome the competition. Picking up the eye in case he can find the rogue. Cheap shot coming in for the rogue as he's going in for the crit opener. Defensive stance is up for Dalaran. Kidney shot right after. And Siva just continuing to pump the shadow strikes into him. Does go for the charge around the corner into Avatar, maybe available. No, evasion is up for the rogue, using the defensive very, very early. Fear by Dalaran. Looks like he's just going to have to wait out Sivo for a little bit after the evasion is over. Dalaran trying to make some damage happen. That's going to be Banner. Trinkets out of that. Oh, knockdown onto Sivo with a Blaze Storm right after. The Rogue is trying to walk out of it. Does go for a Sippy Cup. Takes him out of advantage though. Going to be a charge for Dalaran. Could be really bad with the next stun. Dalaran is in defensive sense for it. Sivo trying to make damage happen. Does he have another stun? Dalaran just needs a little bit more survivability. And that's going to be Sivo taking him out. That is actually rough. for an arms warrior versus a sub rogue. He just had everything. Looks like Krager is gonna blaze storm him down though. And out of that, that's gonna be LJ not even giving Krager an opportunity to even get a breath, catch a breath. LJ gonna go for the Ring of Frost into G-Pie. Could Krager trinket it and reflect? He's not gonna do it. Just gonna take it to the face. Meteor behind Krager. He's not gonna walk back. He's just gonna walk forward at LJ. LJ missed that Meteor by a little, actually. A little bit of a miss, but it's okay. Big Combustion was feared most of it for most of the duration by Krager, as he's getting hit with a breath. Is it gonna break out of that root? I don't know how you broke out of that root just now. I guess maybe the damage on LJ. But Krager does use Rage Regeneration in order to go for the big hills. LJ does have himself alter time available. Probably gonna alter back to, and Krager's just kind of camping the spot where he's gonna alter to. He knows where he's gonna be. LJ recovered a lot of health. Bastion, Spear, Bastion gonna keep LJ in place. Krager going in for the big damies. LJ has nowhere to go. Trying to see if he can blink away. Krager's right behind him. Massive leap charge. And that's gonna be another charge right after. Oh my god, LJ! Weapon throw. Does he have shattering? I don't think he's in range to shatter. Now he's in range to shatter. Had to actually leap in to make sure he's close enough. That is so rough. That is so rough. Blaze Storm onto LJ right after. Might make the damies happen here. Gotta be maybe an invis for LJ, but Krager should be able to take down the seed pod. And Zorpaz gonna be up next. Landing that opener onto Krager. Playing that Feral instead of the Boomy. But he's gonna take a bit of damage back from Krager. Looks like the Convoke didn't really do much. The opener hopefully got all his bleeds up and running into Krager. Leaping in after the Feral, trying to keep him slow, trying to keep the rage and blows happening. It looks like Zorpaz is going to get himself a full recovery. Krager might have to look out for one of the eyes. Both of the eyes are available in case he wants to find a Feral. Or he can just wait for the Feral to get the opener. He is an orc. He's not going to sit those stuns too long. But looks like he is moseying over to the eye in case Zorpaz is trying to play some mind games, walking away from it. He doesn't know Zorpaz is there. So now by then he should know that Zorpaz is waiting for him to pick up the eye. He should know it. Is he going to go for a leap on that thing? Because he could maybe go for a leap. He's trying to bait Zorpaz out, I think. He's trying to bait him out, because if he picks up the eye, he's going to take 5% more damage. Or maybe he's not even looking for the eye. Looks like Zorpaz just didn't have enough patience. Poking out at Krager, trying to get the bleeds up and running. Big Brutal Slash is available. Should have the full rip rolling. And Krager is going to start using his defensives with Ignore Pain to offset a lot of the damage back into the Ignore Pain instead. Zorpaz, though, try to make some plays here. Bash onto Krager. Zorpaz trinkets nothing by the looks of it. Did he trinket nothing? Now Krager can just go for a full fear on him if he wants to. Big Enraged. Oh, Big Reckless is up. It looks like Bougie is just going to have to start fighting. Krager's just taking momentum from the Feral into the Bougie. Bougie's not looking all that good. Does he have to disperse now? What was that? Krager just had so much potential damage there. Just so much damage ready. What was that? What was that? What was this burst? Oh my goodness. Vampiric Touch trying to come out for Bougie. Shadowlands as well. Krager trying to make some damies happen. As Bougie got himself Vampiric Embrace. Already burned through a lot of his defenses. Trying to get those DPs rolling into Krager with PI rolling. And Krager going for that Enrage Regeneration to deal with the damies. 18 minutes, 8 minutes into this duel. A 90% dampener. Reflecting Mind Games at Bougie. Is that what happened? Bougie is not in a good spot. No, Mind Games was not reflected. Does get the Mind Games off. Should give him survivability. As Krager ends up healing Bougie as double DP rolls into Krager with a Shadow Crash. Bougie lands that stun. Krager has to trigger for it. Interrupting Bougie on the Shadow. She'd be able to maybe do summon here. Bougie not that good in the positional. Does go for a fear into Krager. Uses the gateway to try to see if he can get away. The spear comes down and Krager does take him out. Man, that is rough. That is a rough duel. Krager with a 3-0. Wow. Crazy. No, maybe Krager was a 4-0 because maybe a C pod one of them. No, maybe not.